What an incredible amount of volume over the last few days leading up to Roaring Kitty's live stream. For a moment there, it almost appeared as though AMC liked Roaring Kitty's appearance more than GME itself. Let's go over the immediate signals and the signals leading into the quad witching for a potential edge over price. Welcome back to the channel on this sunny Sunday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into the movies. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at AMC here on the 8-hour chart, right? So I am displaying this to you because I am noticing that there is a bit of an inverse head and shoulders, right? A little bit of a herpy-derpy down here as my buddy, man. I wish I could consider that guy my buddy, but no, as a very talented trader that I've learned a lot from, right? Eric Crown from Crown's Crypto Cave. But yes, take a look at this, right? This is an inverse head and shoulders, and it does appear to have some upside momentum, right? So let's go ahead and get the measured move from this and kind of move along the price here swiftly and as fast as humanly possible, right? We have a lot to talk about, so we're just going to go ahead and grab the price objective here for this formation, and that's identifying the neckline first, taking a trend line from that neckline to the very bottom side of the head from the shoulders and the head here, and then you apply that trend line to the top end, or actually to the center of the right hand shoulder, which would be about here, and it's actually leading price right up to the 2.618 of the $9.17 zone, equivalent to the 0.786 in a different time frame of $9.31. So let's just go ahead and kind of jot that down there, because it does appear that we have a wick right up here, and it is pretty confluent to the 0.786 of the previous of the larger time frame here. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of knock that down there and make sure that we have it plotted out just for us, just like this, right? So very, very cool. There you go. And it looks like the center of the area here is landing pretty nicely with the 2.618 and 917, the 50% of that zone. So I will say, right, we've been talking about the golden pocket being a very important zone for price action to be in, right? This was the golden pocket right down here. Let's go ahead and just color it different so that you are aware over what I'm speaking of, right? This is the golden pocket, not in between the 0.618 and the 0.382 Fibonacci ratios is your golden pocket, right? So please notice here how price actually ended up bouncing into the golden pocket here, bounced back, and then got this huge spring to the upside from that golden pocket, right? So that's pretty good. You're going to now notice that we're below the golden pocket and sitting in the 0.236 at 486, in this case 487, but I still have to remind you of this, right? So now if you take a range from right up here, right, this price action that led up to the recent high of $13.30 to the very bottom price that we had at $2.38 just recently, we are sitting right at the 0.382 from the larger time frame's golden pocket, right? Which is pretty cool, because price action right now is deviating between the 0.382 and the 0.618, 696 here. So that's a good thing, right? We're still within the golden pocket, and this is an area that can be considered as a spring for the upside. Not only that, is that, of course, we're sitting within a bullish formation itself here. So that's pretty good to note. Now, here is the next thing, right? We are also within an immediate short-term time frame. You know what, this could be a potential upside signal here, right? So I want to just go ahead and display this to you because it does have the criteria of a of a descending triangle, right? We even have the declining volume from it. Usually when you're getting declining volume with declining price, right, that usually means that the bear thesis is kind of slowing down. The transactions are slowing down as well, and liquidity is kind of drying out for that bear side. So let's just go ahead and gather the top side targets for this formation itself. This is going to be your number one target, right? There are 3 targets per the triangle family formations. This is target number 2 right over here. We're just going to go ahead and keep it as close as we can. And target number 3 located right from the rear end of the triangle. And these are the targets to observe, right? I'm just going to go ahead and note them down here for you, and we shall be good to go. So this is your 497 here. This is your 505 right over here, and then the following target on this area would be around the 516 zone. Okay, so now we have targets for this immediate short-term time frame formation, and we also have a larger time frame target located right over here, right, leading between 8 and 91 and this 917 or the 931 of the not 786, right? So let's just go ahead and take a look at this now, right? So since we got a 5-day volume, a 5-day candle closure, we are now expecting well, statistically speaking, right, we would get a 44% to 50% retrace of that candle, right? So first of all, let me just go ahead. This was something that we presented for GME. Okay, so now if we were to have gotten a 50% pullback on, say, for example, the prior day of this 4-day candle ended on Thursday. So Friday, leading into Roaring Kitty's stream, we were to get right, 68 to 72% of the time, you'll get a 44% to 50% pullback of the prior bar. In this case, this was Friday here, and this was the prior bar, right? So let's just go ahead and measure what that 50% retrace was, right? So just like this, we'll take the total range of that candle, and it looks like we should have gotten a pullback leading up to the target of about $4.91. Well, we're sitting at $4.91 right now, and price action came down just around 50, maybe I would say 51, 52% to $4.79 before it bounced back. Okay, so now this actually marks off a pretty bullish formation. Now, why would I say that? Well, price action here came up and now it came down, and we built in a shooting star, right? This shooting star appears to be the bearish formation, which would continue price action to the downside, right? But the detail is that price action came down and then built what's called an inverted hammer, right? So this is closing below the prior bar's close, and this would be considered a downside. Then this would be considered a hammer. So if this were located way up here somewhere above the prior day's close, even if it were especially if it were built above the prior day's range, then that would be considered your shooting star formation. But in this case here, inverted hammer is suggesting a continuation towards the upside, and it is kind of due to move like that, right? Especially since we saw a very notable green outside body bar right on this red candle that we printed from the Friday from May 24th. Or the 4 days of the May 24th area, right? So this now is the one that we're currently sitting on, and this would suggest a continuation towards the upside. Now, I do have something to show you here because the 5-day closure did close, right? So let's make sure to bring the drawings back in. And since we closed on a downside, the retrace of the prior bar, which is going to be the next one we'll print here because we just closed this 5-1 here, this 5-day, we would be potentially moving towards the upside, right? So if we get that upside, we should be moving to the 50% of this candle here, which would lead to a target of about $5.28. Now, do we have anything at 528? Okay, so we kind of do, right? We kind of do have something around that 528. In fact, it would be the space right in between the 0.5 and the 0.618. So this is insinuating that we would come back into this realm here, that we would be back inside of the golden pocket in the immediate short term, if we were to consider that as a potential, right? But that's behavior, and that's behavioral, right? And those are anomalies. Of course, we would take that into deep consideration here. But yeah, I guess we can take a look at the potentials in the immediate short term as well. Yeah, we have declining volume here. If there is a push to the upside, let's see where we're landing as far as let's see where we're landing as far as volume. I think we should be good to go here, though. And as moving averages, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to get some curvature here on these moving averages. So there could be a resistance right into, as soon as we beat this SMA 100 5-minute time frame, then it would be the next resistance between the EMA 200 and the SMA 200 5-minute, which just so happens to be at the 521 to about the 540, which is pretty much right where we said we would be landing in, right? So let's just go ahead and move this little by little. There's a huge shock to the downside based on what happened on Friday. So we have to take this step by step. Of course, you guys, I wanted to show you here that I did take into account the right over here, right, I did take into account the price activity leading into the quad witching over the last few years, right? Specifically 13 years of price action. So this is 2010, and we go all the way. This is a very big graph, right? So it goes all the way to present day. So the mean percentage change 10 days before the event is actually pretty small, but it's still a little bit bigger than GME is 2.51%. The mean percentage change on the event day is 1.14%, and the mean percentage change 10 days after the event, marking off a total of 21 days, taking into consideration the beginning of June into the 21st day, which is going to be June 21st, and the expiry, right, and also the quad witching expiry is going to be 3.41%. Now, remember, the quad witching is just the representation of it's actually the phenomenon where 4 different the futures and stock options expire all at once, right? So that is currently the data that I collected here, right, in order for us to observe the potentials into the coming days. So if any questions or concerns, I want to go ahead and extend my invite once again, right, to the ARCa Bulls trading team. We are observing here and putting out our ideas and theses and analyses down together for both the AMC and GME and other tickers as well. So I encourage you to join, right? Make sure to hit those links right below down here to join the ARCa Bulls trading team on the extended Lifeline lifetime membership, right? So I'll extend you the Lifeline if you would like the lifetime membership, is what I'm trying to say. And also remember, team, that I do have a very, very limited seats on the ArcMastersCourse beginners program, right? That's going to be pretty full. I only have just a few seats left, so make sure to get in touch with me at ArcMastersCourse for ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com for that 5-week beginners mentorship program. Okay, team, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have a very good rest of your weekend, and we shall chat soon. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very, very good rest of your weekend and or night and or day. And I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.